What's up, you guys? I'm about halfway dressed. It's hot. Is it hot where y'all's at? Whew. Jeez Louise. I ain't gonna say it's harder than a whore in church because I ain't never met a whore in church. Harder than a whore at the bar. Wrong bar, not that one. Anyway, man, what was I gonna tell y'all about? I was gonna tell y'all about my truck driving instructor. I was gonna tell y'all about leaving my truck driver instructor in Houston, and I was gonna tell y'all about the WWF SmackDown in Lafayette, Louisiana. But you know how my luck runs. I'm not telling you about none of that. I'll save it for later. What do we have behind door number 2?
It would be me in living color.
The long mentioned, never seen, often forgotten
Joe.
Joe Lee.
Nope.
Yeah.
Just Joe.
Looky here. Look what I got, y'all. He showed up.
Wrong from the home. Had to kick the wife out.
Oh my Lord.
Give
Roam
her
from
$5, send
home.
her to casino. Hell, you get her off your ass for now.
Roam from home, far from the car. Here we are. So,
That's a good one.
with that in mind,
That's a good one, huh?
name, where you from, what do you do? Okay, so with that in mind, you guys know how we do it. We're going to drink beer and ask questions and talk shit. What
I'm
you
going to
doing?
drink.
You
I'm
drinking?
going to get mine.
Oh, he's going to grab me a drink. He's going to grab a drink or two. God, it is so hot. It is so hot. Whew.
Nope, not it. That's it right here.
It's just freaking hot. You guys know what I'm talking about. We're in a cave. I'm in a different area. This spot's closer to the AC. The AC's turned off. My mic is still turned on. I don't know what he's drinking, but hey.
The twisted tea.
There it is. He's twisted. If you don't know, keep watching.
If not, he'll twist your head.
All right. So, my very, 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 very first interview ever. Very first interview ever. Whew. I don't know how to go live with people. I don't know how to do anything. So if it fails, it ain't my fault. The first is the worst. Remember that. I said that.
Blame the twisted tea, Peach.
Yeah, my first guess is the worst guess.
Like my wife.
Oh Lord. So what's your name?
My name is Joe Norris.
Joe Norris.
Yep.
Are you wanted in any of the counties surrounding us?
No.
It's not too late to change your name. I can still edit it.
No, I'm good.
You're not wanted?
No.
Nobody wants you?
Well, my wife.
I know that feeling.
Too much sometimes.
Where are you from, Joe?
I'm from Seattle, Washington.
Seattle.
But born and raised there and here. Basically between here and the West Coast.
Damn it, man. What do you besides drink twisted tea? What do you do? What do you do for fun? What do you do for work? What do you do? Your hobbies? What do you do? Just tell us a little bit about you.
My hobbies are collecting sports cards, anything with signed memorabilia, collecting checks, food stamps, things that pay, things that give me going. Casino, spending at the casino. I'm a carpenter, I should say, a woodworker / plumber between Oklahoma City and here, Ideville. Yeah, you heard it. I travel back and forth. Do 2 jobs.
You live in a city?
I live in the city. I live in a 4-bedroom brick house up in the borderline between Yukon, Oklahoma, and Oklahoma City, right on the border.
Yeah. You said you're a carpenter up there?
I'm a woodworker. I custom frame, woodwork pool decks, pet stairs, jewelry boxes, everything, under Baby Bear Woodworking.
Baby Bear.
Yeah, thanks to my father-in-law, James
That's a pretty
Hensley.
cool name. Baby Bear. Shout out to Baby Bear Woodworking, Yukon, OKC, Guyman, Moore, Del City.
In care of James.
Who?
In care of James Hensley.
Oh, in care of, I thought that, I was like, who? Tara. Care of James Hensley, Baby Bear himself.
Yep.
Shout out. Hope you never see this. I hope you do. I don't care if you do.
Oh, he will. He will.
Will he?
Yeah.
Uh, Baby Bear, Baby Bear Woodworking, OKC, Oklahoma. James Hensley, CEO. The Mifwick, MFWIC. Ask me in a message what that means. What is it? Sisters Purses?
Sisters, purses, and accessories.
Accessory Sisters Purse. Care of Tamina Norris, CEO.
Lynn's big booty stop.
Tamina, the Bewick.
Oh,
You got to ask me a message what that means. And I don't know about Lynn. I've never met her.
she is on Google for her sisters and purses accessories.
Okay. So there's a bunch of businesses happening in one location. Entrepreneurs, if you will.
That's the word I was looking for.
Entrepreneur? You
Mhm.
like that?
Yeah.
So between Seattle and Chowchilla
Hmm.
and Broken Bow, Oklahoma, and just traveling the world, we got to kill at least 10 more minutes. What are some of your adventures, expeditions, memories, things you want to talk about, something you don't want to talk about? Like, let us in. I know what I go through every day riding with you, the stories I hear, and I talk about you, but they have no idea what I go through. Let them in on what I go through.
I work down here in Idabel with my buddy Rod as a plumber, helper, apprentice. But I do journeyman's work. And some people argue about it, but some people won't. I do what I can for him. I do what I can because he's brother. I do what I can to make myself money and to eat on my table. I'd go through the trenches for him, brotherhood, but I'd go through the dirty trenches for family. Um, I do a lot of plumbing down here for him, and I come down here. I stay about 3-4 months at a time, sometimes a year at a time. It don't matter. As long as he's working, I'll stay. I'm good. He got my back. I got his. But thanks. Shout out to John Doe.
Who was my very first hand ever? How'd that go?
Me.
How did that happen?
My first day was a fucking $25 no seatbelt ticket.
Oh, the very first time I picked you up, said you won't go to work.
Oh, it was in my own apartment.
Yeah.
For my landlord, my water heater broke, and it was causing water to go everywhere. You know, and it's not something I like. It's water going everywhere like that because I ain't pregnant and the water ain't gonna break. But that water was going everywhere, and the neighbors, even on the duplex, who's living on 4th Street, the duplex of houses, was even complaining that there was water in their house and wondering where it was coming from. Like I was flooding my house, and said, "Well, I'm not flooding it on purpose." Well, I called the landlord, and he came out and seen it, and he said, "I'll get you a new water heater." Well, lo and behold, I think the next day or two, I had gotten a knock on the door saying they'd come to fix my water heater. Well, he'd come to fix it for the landlord. Lo and behold, it was my buddy Roger. He came out to the water heater, told me what was I doing when he found out who it was living there. He said, "What was I doing?" I said, "Shit, nothing, living." Told him I wasn't doing nothing at all. And he said, "Well, you want to make some money?" "Yeah, I'll make some money." Shit, I needed it at the time. I was already dead broke, living on my own, went through my money, bills and paying rent and casino, women, uh, no offense, drugs and alcohol, shit like that. But I said, "Yeah, I need the money." I said, "What you doing?" He's just working on your own water heater. Well, he showed me showed me how to do it. Had a good time doing it. I understood it real easy. It was like a simple, basic, math for retards. You can make it. If you can make this, and after that, you can make it. Well,
Let me interject for 1 second. 1 second. Now, wait a minute, y'all. I didn't just pull up and see him on Hayward Base. That's not how it went at all. That was 10 years ago. I ran back into him. I've known this dude since
2, 3 years old.
We were, yeah, like little bitty. This dude was there when I learned how to ride a bicycle.
And I remember your mama carrying you on your side of the hip, saying, "Y'all wait, Roger's got to eat."
I mean, he was there when I learned how to ride a bicycle. I remember him holding it. I mean, that was Christmas of last year. But we're not talking about that. He's been there a long time, is my point. So when I say that, oh, it's my buddy, no, hell, I knew him as soon as I pulled up on him. Years and years and years go past. He's still the same dude he's always been. So with that in mind, he didn't just, oh, you're somebody that can hold a water heater and jump in my truck and be here for 10 years. That's not how it went at all. He has been there, holy shit. I've had a crush on his sister way back when, knew all his brothers, was at his mom and dad's second wedding. God, yeah.
Lived in the same house, digging up pulling up the same chain on the well.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, in the winter, going out with no shoes on in an outhouse behind the house, about a quarter mile back. No, it wasn't that big. It wasn't that long.
If it's cold,
about 100 yards, about 100 feet back behind the house.
If it was cold, it felt like 100 yards. Climbing mulberry trees and picking mulberries for dessert. Somebody would steal a dip and we'd take turns dipping it.
Ooh, yeah.
That's a fact. Anyway, back to it. I wanted to lay the groundwork. We've known each other a long.
It wasn't just something thrown off the street or picked up, off the street like a two-bit hooker.
No, over 40 years, and most of you people watching ain't even 40 years old yet.
I'm what's known as Fireman Steve or Super Steve's brother.
Yes, this is Super Steve's little brother. There you go. All right, back to where you was at. Finish telling your story. Whatever. I didn't mean to interrupt. What? We know where you are, where you're from, what you do. What are some of your? Do you want to talk about the four-wheeler? Do you want to talk about the road trip? Do you want to talk about Fast Eddie? What do you want to talk about?
Man,
yeah, it's up to you.
I'm talking about the road trip because that four-wheeler wreck. It's a story and a half, but it's just still little things about it that just kind of puzzles me. How this happened, why this happened, but that's another story.
Okay, tell us about the bandana.
Man, my mother, when my mother had her diagnosis of cancer, she had lung cancer. She got diagnosed with it, and when she did, she knows she was going to lose her hair and all that most cancer patients do. And bless my sister's heart, she's been diagnosed with breast cancer, her own. But when my mama was diagnosed with cancer, we had went to Seattle, Tacoma area after we living down here in Idabel, and went and seen her. Well, for her last wishes, she wanted the whole family together. I said, okay, but we got 99.9% of the family together. There was one straggler and all that didn't show up or couldn't show up to take the 2,600-mile trip, back up to the northwest United States. When we got there, she wanted pictures taken so she can remember everybody and look at them before things happen. They're taking her life. When she did, she seen everybody was taking pictures. She wanted to be in on the pictures. So there's pictures of my nephew Willie, her together, and then there's a picture of me, her, and Willie together. Well, one of them, the pictures was she wanted to be a gangbanger and show your sign. I said, Mom, you're not a gangbanger. She goes, and you're not a biker. That makes sense. Real good. So Mom said, if you can wear one, I can wear one. So she got a pink bandana. We went and got her a pink bandana. Because of her losing her hair, we put it on her. She wanted it tied. Nobody could tie it right except me. So I went in there and I said, Mom, I'll do it. I tied that up. I tied it real tight. And, like she could keep it on and wouldn't have to worry about her hair falling out and all that. And she'd smile. Well, we got in together. Me, my nephew Willie, and her got in the picture. she was in the middle. She was throwing up gang signs like that. You know, it was fun. It smiled, got me a real big smile on my face. I got to keep the picture and been with me for many years. But she told me, when I get cancer and I lose my hair, I don't want to spend the hundreds and hundreds of dollars on wigs to cover up. I want something that's going to help me and keep me cool. So I talked her into getting a bandana. Told her, Mom, it makes you look cool. Mom, it keeps your head cool. Mom, it fits you. So Mom took it, and she wore that pink bandana until the day she died. After the day she died, I made it a vow that every day, if I made that choice to do what I wanted to do with it, that she would understand it, and it would be in her memory. Every day for the last 15 years that she's been passed away, I've never went a day without a bandana on purpose. I have over hundreds and hundreds of bandanas, and each one of them different colors. But that's what I do for her. I honored her memory and my brother's memory now as part of it. As bandana. That no, I don't ride bikes anymore. I used to ride motorcycle, but I don't ride bikes anymore. I can get on a four-wheeler again, thanks to my buddy Roger. He brought it all out back to me again. I was scared of him after my wreck. That's another story. But I promised my mom I'd never take them off, and I haven't. And to this day, ask my buddy Roger. He bought me a hat one time. He didn't like he didn't like me wearing it like that in a bandana. So
No,
you see who won.
no, it was a straight flush hat.
And I lost that hat, but you know, you see who won. We got bandana, and I still keep it on, and everybody knows it. Everybody knows me now as bandana. You know, or not the nickname, but they know me by wearing bandanas, and they can look uptown and see somebody walking, a white guy walking by wearing a bandana. They know who it is automatically. It's me. But that's about it. But that's why I wear bandanas every day. That's why people know me is wearing them every day, because of my mother. Rest her soul. I'm done.
Good shit. So,
I didn't cry.
I didn't either. Yeah, I turned this off. I made ball like a baby. So, not the casino. Not having a wreck. What do you listen to as far as music?
Eminem. Country. Rock, rap, R&B, Metallica, you know, things like that, Ozzy. But my favorite is Eminem.
So a typical day with me sitting here and you sitting there in the truck, typical day, what are we going to talk about?
Plumbing. Eminem. Oh. Barbecues.
Food.
Deadbeat wife. Oh. Lazy ones.
Holy shit.
Sometimes. But we're on a different stuff. That's a different story between
his
her
twin
and
brother
I.
by a different mother.
Oh, yeah, I got 3 mothers by different brothers.
Oh, God. Yeah. His mom, my mom went to the same, went to different high schools together.
But they was friends.
Golly.
I don't know how that came out. I really don't. That's puzzled me all these years, how they know each other.
Y'all moved in across from us, and we moved in across from y'all. I think y'all was there, and we moved in at the butler's house, and the butler, Linda, was friends with Frida, and then Linda became friends with with Frida.
Linda, Frida.
Yeah. And they would put on the fucking silver jogging suits and go sweating and whatever. I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that. It looked like there was the Tin Man on Wizard of Oz running down the road.
Yeah. Now we're at 20 minutes. You got a YouTube channel?
Not yet. I'm fixing to get it back on.
Okay. Can I, when you get it up and running or whatever, can I give you a shout out to have people see what you got going on?
Yeah.
Cool. I heard it here first. It's on tape.
That'd be great.
All right then.
Family.
So this guy, this is what I put up with every day. I say put up with. Hell, he's been down here for 6 months because I won't let him leave. He's been down here for a long time because I won't let him leave. And we got a big job coming up, like 2 jobs coming up. He can't leave because I can't do it without him. So yeah, here we go.
You heard that horse's mouth, but
I-
for me, I knew that already. But
we-
other than that, I even make my wife suffer just to stay here.
send her back. Fucking Greyhound goes both ways.
But that tail can be tucked and stay, and I stay. We can just
Greyhound
carry
runs
on a
both
long
ways.
distance relationship.
There's a song, "Thank God Greyhound She's Gone." But anyway, I'm gonna leave that alone 20 minutes. I'm gonna post this, see how it goes.
That's a really good one.
You guys want to hear more? I'll have more. He'll have his own channel soon, I hope.
I'm going
This is
See
a
like
video
about
I
recording.
promise you and promise you and promise you and promise you. This is it. This is a video. This is him. This is the man, the myth, the legend. The man, the missing, the legend. He finally showed up.
and I put in more time and progress than any others that make video. A little bit, but I'm still here.
Oh, good shit.
I'm still riding that cowboy's biggest
He's still
dream.
riding that gravy train.
Yeah, well, it's still riding the biggest dream.
Whew, it ain't no gravy train. Holy shit.
You gonna
It's a
sponsor
train,
me?
but there ain't no gravy.
Give me sponsors, give me likes and all that on my YouTube channel when I get it, and get me all going. Hell, man, I might even start my own business.
We'll talk about the business later. All right, thank you guys for watching. About to post it. What am I gonna name it? Finally showed up. The Dead Does Rise. What am I gonna name it? The interview.
Day of the Dawn. Oh
Delta Dawn.
no, I don't think so.
Oh, thank you guys.
Look what the cat dragged in.
There you go.